welcome back to my channel, or welcome back to the vlog. What do I say anymore? I don't know. Had a lovely birthday, took a few days break. Today is, I don't know whether, I guess it's kind of like a vlog. I'm going to be redoing Fred's Crested Gecko, because he is a Crested Gecko, his tank. I'm just going to show you what's in here now. My room is a tip, as you can see. There's all the plants out. I've unpacked the box and everything. It's not super dirty or anything. These are just the watermarks because we're apparently in a hard water area. Obviously I use the ReptiSafe and all that kind of stuff, but if you have glass tanks yourself, then you know that this is what happens. So I've ordered a scraper to help me get some of this kind of like deposit stuff off so that it looks nice, but that's not coming till Monday. So I'm going to have to kind of do that off the doors and stuff later. He was due a clean out anyway, so I thought this was a good time to do it, and my gecko kit had arrived. So I had some kind of natural wood pieces in here, some plastic stuff, and then some of these that you can just kind of hang. So we had stuff to hide in. I think that if you don't want to do bioactive, then having a mixture of kind of like natural wood and also like aquarium stuff is really good. Like I found these in like the fish section, and they have nice heavy bases as well, so they're not going to sort of topple over. I'm gonna remove all of these, give this a bit of a wipe down and a clean and stuff, and then while that is happening, I am going to put some of the kind of expanding soil stuff in a big tub of water that I have over there, and then we will kind of get cracking, I guess. Exciting! And just so you guys know, this is what I normally have my feeder insects in, but I've completely run out at the moment, so I've cleaned it out and stuff, just with like water and wiping it and things. And then I've got Fred in here. Can you see him? He's got some damp paper towel, and then I sprayed all of these are the rest of his like leaves and stuff. I just thought that it might be nicer for him rather than like in a box or something, because it's probably going to take me a good couple of hours to sort this out, and I didn't want him to be sort of stressed or anything. So yeah, it's a nice big one. It's not the right shape obviously, but I think just while his new home is getting a makeover, I think this is perfect for him. It's plenty dark in there around the corners and things, so there you go. Kit that I actually picked up is from Global Geckos, and you have the hydro balls, the little fleece thing that goes on the bottom. It came with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 plants. I think we're gonna have a bit of an issue with size. I might have to trim a couple of them back, and one I know is definitely not going to fit in there, so that is just going to be like my plant child for my bedroom now. So I'm going to start by hydrating this, and then I have some earth mix which I'm going to mix in with it. So I'm probably going to do like maybe half of this. I got the large size because I didn't want to not have extra of stuff. There's quite a lot in here, room for more later. So yeah, that's my plan. I'm probably going to do half the block, I think, and see how we get on. I can always add some more later. So there we go. Let's begin. Some earthworms. I've also got some tropical grey wood lice and some dwarf white ones. Oh, the cute ones. And then some springtails. I don't know whether you'll be able to see the springtails. Let me just see if you can. So these are kind of what we refer to as custodians. Now when you're having a bioactive enclosure and you want your plants to be thriving and things, one of the benefits of doing this is that these little guys are going to help kind of sift through your animal's waste and kind of keep the little mini ecosystem going. So it's necessary to have different kinds in here. It also kind of helps take care of things like fungus and stuff that you can get in the first sort of few weeks. So yeah, I'm going to pop the earthworms in with the soil layer first, and then I'm going to put the more solid aspects and have a play around with what I want the tank to look like before I start making little kind of divots to plant up the plants in there. Generally speaking, taller ones should go at the back and shorter ones should go at the front, but you can kind of, you know, make it how you want it to look, but aesthetically and just so you can kind of see in there and get in there properly, I would say put the sort of larger ones more at the back. So I'm just going to start popping the custodians in, and then I will show you in a little bit. And I'm gonna have to try and move it back into the corner now. I'm just gonna show you quickly. So we've got one of these nice plants in the middle, we've got one off to the side, some like hidey places as well. Got these really nice like vines, they're really super sturdy, so he's not gonna fall off them or anything. Got something that was already in here, so like just like another piece of wood. We've got another vine over here. Got some coverage in the back. I have put a fake one just along the top because it was annoying me that you could kind of see the background. I mean, you can still see it a bit here, but it just kind of hides the bulk of it. So that's all like planted, and then I've got some bark covering the top. I prefer to have a little layer of orchid bark. That's what he's had in his tank before. I know some people are really funny about loose substrate because of the risk of impaction. Gary's on loose substrate as well. Fred has a feeding bowl. Gary gets tongue fed, or you know, he has a bowl properly as well, so I'm not as worried. But just to cover myself, I like to hide like most of the soil with bark, because this is kind of, because they're quite decent sized pieces of bark, they're less likely to try and swallow that. So yeah, this is what it looks like. I'm really happy with it. Time to go in your new home. Go! Be free! Explore! Bye! Have fun! Are you gonna move or no? Go! Go! Bye! Come on then, see you later! And he's off. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. I did manage to get that back where it's supposed to be. Now, just a few kind of extra tips and stuff. I've been doing a load of research on different plants and things, and I could have done it differently. I could have picked different plants and stuff, but I just felt like the kit that I got, which I believe was from globalgeckos.co.uk, I liked it because they were sort of like an independent reptile shop. When I kind of had a little bit of a Google and stuff, it had lots of information on the website and things, and it was reasonably priced for what you were getting. I just thought it would be cheaper than having things arrive at all different times from various different shops and stuff. It just made it really easy. The one thing that I would say is, if you are looking to create a bioactive enclosure for any of your animals and you do not already have your animals, it is really important that you kind of set this up. I would say like give it at least a week. A week to 2 weeks is sort of prime time for everything to sort of settle in and the plants to get nicely rooted and things like that, especially if you are dealing with like a bigger animal like Gary, for example. I tried to get his tank to go bioactive, and of course I don't have a spare tank for him to kind of be in there, and he basically ruined all my plants before they even had a chance. So that's something that I won't be attempting until I kind of move out again. But I did keep all of his substrate and stuff in there because he was very happy with that, and it worked really well for us. If you are doing anything where you are looking to get a pet and you haven't yet got that pet and you're not in such a situation like me, your bioactive enclosure and your plant, your custodians and things are going to have a much better chance of really kind of getting their tiny ecosystem going without the other animal in there. So I would, for optimum success, probably leave it a week to 2 weeks if you can. If you're like me, I'm less concerned about putting something like Fred in because he is a tiny crested gecko and he's quite light. He's not going to like flatten plants and stuff because he is, you know, less than a third of the size of some of them. Plants themselves that have gone in there are quite structurally sound due to their size, so it's not really something I'm concerned with. But if I didn't already have him and I didn't want to upgrade and I had something spare, then I would definitely have given it some time before I actually put my pet in. If it's your first pet, or you haven't got this pet yet, then I would suggest maybe letting the plants and stuff settle in before you do go out and get one. There are many different ways for you to do bioactive enclosures. There are loads of other YouTubers that make videos on this. I know this is a little bit more of a different style vlog than my usual, but this is what I was up to today, and I did want to give you guys some extra information in case you're interested. And I will be putting this, I think, in a separate style video onto my reptile channel. So if you want to learn more about reptiles and the ones that I keep, then you can head on over there. There'll be a link always listed in the description for you. Yeah, this is how I did mine. Fred seems really happy in there. I hope you guys have enjoyed the video. A little bit of a different one for you today, and I will see you very soon. Okay.